Akshay Dongre is joining us live at this point to tell us what's the situation. Akshay, where are you? You were out yesterday as well. Compare that to today. Is there any difference at all in the situation?
Well, Akshita, as far as the water levels are concerned of Yamuna River, yes, they have slightly gone down, but as far as the water levels in the national capital is concerned, the waterlogged streets, the water that has in fact gotten into the main colonies of the national capital, that has further increased because despite slightly going down, the water level still remains at an alarming level. It is still above the extreme water flood mark that was 207.49 meters. That was the highest water has ever been in Yamuna River. That was in 1978, and even as we are speaking right now, the water level in the Yamuna River is well above 208 mark. So that is extreme flood warning in the national capital, and the walls that were there along the Yamuna River, the water has now started breaching those walls. It has started now breaching those arrangements that were made by the government to ensure that the water of Yamuna River doesn't cross into the national capital, and that is why consistently the water is flooding the national capital. New areas, the low-lying areas are now getting inundated one after another, and as we are speaking right now from Lal Killa, as you can see, and Sushant was also mentioning, calling it a Sheesh Mahal instead of Lal Killa. It in fact looks like a Sheesh Mahal because it is completely surrounded by water. I am right now standing on one of the lifelines of the national capital. This is the ring road, and this is completely inundated, dividing the city into different parts, where the only access that you have, on the only way you can reach to from one part to another is by boat. No car is in the entire world is made to actually travel on these kind of roads where the water level is over 10 to 12 feet high. In fact, on my right hand side, there are NDRF teams as well that have been deployed for rescue and relief work. But if we are talking, as we were rightly mentioning, Akshita, about the fallout of this particular flood, it is going to be diseases, it is going to be mosquitoes, where there are waterlogging expected to continue for several weeks to come, because the water level is just so damn high that you cannot actually flush out all this water, because this is directly water coming in from Yamuna River. There will be a structural integrity of roads, of buildings, schools, hospitals that have been shaken by this high level of water of Yamuna River. That is the second thing. And the third thing is of course going to be the drinking water. That will be now a biggest challenge for the people of the national capital, because the water treatment plants are also dangerously impacted by this flood water, by silt getting in the rainwater, getting in the water treatment plants.
Akshay, we understand to some extent the impact that this kind of water will have, and there's only so much that authorities can do. But we knew on Monday, it's Friday today, and despite that, nothing was done to ensure that the drains would be cleaned, that when the water enters the manner that it has yesterday, every step was taken to ensure that the drains would be desilted, that the drain regulator would be functioning so that the water can quickly, swiftly recede. That's not happened, which is why 24 hours on, in some parts the water level's going up, in some parts it's just slightly, marginally come down, and there's no difference really in the lives of Delhiites. So we're going to ask those questions of the authorities as well. One of the worst affected parts of the national capital right now is Yamuna Bazar. And believe it or not, since the water entered there, in some parts it's more than waist deep water, so people are literally swimming in that water. In 24 hours, all the people there haven't been evacuated. There are still people living in these pockets in unimaginable misery. Let's get you some of those ground reports.
डूबकर बचना पड़ेगा और तैरकर जाना पड़ेगा, यही आलम है जहां पर मैं खड़ी हूं इस समय। मैं आपको खुद बता दूं, मेरे लिए भी थोड़ा मुश्किल है, क्योंकि अगर मैं थोड़ा और पीछे गई तो थोड़ी सी डूबने की सी स्थिति बन जाएगी। पीछे लोगों की दुकानें पूरी तरीके से डूब चुकी हैं। जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे, जो फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे लोग रहते थे, सब लोगों को यहां से निकाल दिया गया है। और मैं आपको बता दूं, यहीं पे एक गौशाला भी है जहां से गायों को अब से कुछ देर पहले बचाकर निकाला गया है। लोगों का ये कहना है कि प्रशासन कहां है, मदद क्यों नहीं मिल रही है। दूसरी बात, यहाँ पर लोग खुद ही जो है नाव का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, खुद ही एक छोर से दूसरी छोर नाव में बैठकर जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि पानी इतना गहरा है। जो बैरिकेड्स आपको पीछे नजर आ रहे हैं वो सब भयंकर तरीके से डूब चुके हैं। अब तक लोगों की मदद के लिए यहाँ पर प्रशासन से कोई भी नहीं पहुंचा है। तैर तैर कर लोग जा रहे हैं। यहाँ पर नाव का इस्तेमाल भी किया जा रहा है, और वो इस्तेमाल इसीलिए किया जा रहा है क्योंकि अगर नाव का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया जाएगा तो एक छोर से दूसरी छोर वो आखिर पहुंचेंगे कैसे, ये बड़ा सवाल इस समय।
We just showed you the situation right now in Yamuna Bazaar. You saw Aishwarya Paliwal and our reporters there are doing everything they can to tell you the situation in the national capital, putting their duty first. And if that means wading through all of this water, sometimes above the waist level, we're doing it to ensure you get a sense of how bad the situation is. And hopefully, just hopefully, our authorities will wake up to the plight of Delhiites right now and do something to tackle the situation. There is a crisis right now in parts of ITO, for example, completely flooded out. The water isn't able to drain out because the drain regulator there, and this is in the heart of the national capital, has malfunctioned. Overnight, engineers have been working to ensure it's repaired. Until it's done, there will be no way that the water can essentially drain off. Only naturally can it recede, which obviously will take time considering the high water levels now in several parts of the national capital. We're paying the price essentially for decades of unplanned development, for decades of the floodplains of the Yamuna being exploited. And add to that is the fact that there is lack of preparedness. Yes, this is a natural calamity triggered by unprecedented rainfall and unprecedented water levels of the Yamuna, but there's so much that could have been done to ensure that we were better prepared for this scenario, to ensure that the water levels didn't reach the level that we're talking about today, to ensure that the heart of the national capital isn't completely flooded out in this manner. Most parts of Delhi currently doesn't have power, doesn't have water supply. There's a serious concern about drinking water also running out and whether that's been contaminated. Water treatment plants, 3 of them in the national capital, all of them are now shut down. And for how much longer is still a question mark.